Right now at 6, a missing Trempealeau man last seen in December has been found dead in La Crosse. And don't let the rain fool you. Burn bans across the area are still in effect across the Coulee region.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. A Trempealeau man who has been missing for at least 2 months has been found dead. Octavio Morales was last seen by his family at the St. Joseph the Workman Cathedral last December. On January 10th, Trempealeau police declared him a missing person. Police say Morales was found dead in the marsh area near Myrick Park Drive and East Avenue on Friday. They say there's no indication of foul play. A 2-year I-94 improvement project in Eau Claire County begins today. Crews are working on I-94 from the US 53 interchange to Mallard Road in the town of Clear Creek. According to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, construction includes building temporary lanes and resurfacing the I-94 US 53 interchange, approach pavement, and interchange ramps. The bridges over County D and County J highways will also be replaced. There will be lane closures as this project proceeds. The construction is expected to wrap up in November of 2026. Single lane closures on Wisconsin Highway 35 between Holman and Trempealeau begin today. The Wisconsin DOT says the lane closures on the bridge over the Black River are for a soil investigation. That includes exploration and sampling of soils for structural design purposes. So there will be temporary signals set up on that portion of the highway. The closures there will run until Tuesday, April 30th. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers has signed a Republican plan that increases the state's child care tax credit. This bill is the only one of Republicans' 4 proposals that the governor has actually signed into law this session. Now, the maximum tax credit a Wisconsinite can claim will rise from about $500 to $3,500 for a single filer, and those with more dependents can claim up to $7,000. Evers' office says 110,000 taxpayers will benefit from the law, with an average of about $650 coming their way. Local Republicans told us Friday they're glad this bill passed, but they're still frustrated that the governor killed the other 3 bills, which would have expanded the second lowest income tax bracket, increased a tax credit for married couples, and expanded the amount of tax-exempt income for retirees in the state. Despite rain across the area today, burn bans do remain in effect for several counties throughout the region. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall explains why the wet weather doesn't mean you're in the clear. Good evening, Jeremy.
Ken, thanks to the rain this morning, the fire danger classification has changed from moderate to low. But the La Crosse Fire Department and the DNR say that alone doesn't change the need for enhanced fire safety, because those dry conditions will be back before you know it. The bans are designed to help prevent wildfires that can be sparked by not disposing cigarettes properly or misusing fireworks. Dry air and high winds elevate the risk for fires. The DNR classifies the fire dangers into 5 categories: low, moderate, high, very high, and extreme. Today's rain has the area in the low category, but with more sunshine on the way, that's expected to go back up.
Forest fires in Wisconsin are very similar to Canada, so we measure a lot of different metrics when we calculate what the fire danger is, but a lot of it's common sense too. So we look at, are we in a drought? What is the chance of precipitation today? What is the wind speed? What is the relative humidity?
And the La Crosse Fire Department also tells me people should check the DNR's website before any type of burn, as the fire danger classifications can differ in each county. We will have a link to the DNR's resources on our digital platforms. Ken.
All right, Jeremy Wall live in studio. Thank you, Jeremy. Well, of course, we have seen the precipitation today. Haven't seen a lot of it in the last month, it feels like, and more to come this evening for some of our southern regions.
Yeah, pretty much. We still got that line coming through, especially for southern areas. Northern areas have started to see that kind of come to an end here, but overall cloudy conditions. If you look at the cameras outside, the temperatures were still really in the upper 30s to near 40. Tomah, Black River Falls have seen some precipitation. Eau Claire has kind of ended with that, and La Crosse is kind of on the edge of it too. If you look at Tomah right now, 37 degrees. The dew point actually that I don't show here is around 35, so it's unlikely we're going to see any type of snow come with this, but still moderate rainfall. We had visibility drop to 3 miles with this line, which is kind of centered right over that area. Big picture shows that stretches all the way south just east of Decorah, so that is really the main line. There's hit and miss as you go further north, but overall that is the main line that we're watching. Up to the north, most of it is cupped. There's a few flakes of snow here and there for Eau Claire, but nothing should be expected to accumulate. Further south, there is that line is progressing eastward, mainly south and east of La Crosse, and if we time that out, we should see most of the area be precip free by 10 p.m. except for the far southern areas, which may be till about 11. And then as you see, clearing skies throughout further north, and that'll be kind of the rule as we go out through the night. So we still got a couple hours for some wet weather, especially for southern areas. But for tomorrow and Wednesday, we're back to the mild. We're not going back to winter. We're going still back to spring. Our average temperature should be in the upper 30s. We'll be once again near 50 for Tuesday and Wednesday and beyond. But we do have wet weather again coming later in the half of the week, and I'll break that down later.
All right, looking forward to that. Thank you, Greg. A former Massachusetts Air National Guard member has pleaded guilty to leaking highly classified military documents and other national security secrets. Jack Texera admitted his guilt in Boston federal court today to each of the 6 counts he was charged with last year. The 22-year-old was accused of inappropriately accessing top-secret military documents containing specific sensitive information about the nation's involvement in Russia's war with Ukraine. Prosecutors say the 22-year-old then shared the information on Discord, a social media platform used primarily by gamers.
As a result of Mr. Texera's actions, our nation's adversaries, all of our adversaries, were given access to sensitive national defense information. And such unlawful disclosure damages our intelligence capabilities, it compromises our sources and methods, and it blinds us to threats from hostile nations and terrorist groups.
Texera's sentencing date has been set for September 27th. Under the plea agreement, he could spend between 11 to 17 years behind bars. Voters in 15 states and the territory of American Samoa head to the polls tomorrow, casting their ballots in the Republican presidential primary. Nikki Haley made history Sunday, becoming the first woman to win any Republican primary when she bested former President Donald Trump in our nation's capital. Still, the former UN ambassador is far behind the former president in delegates needed to secure the GOP nomination.
We've been launching like a rocket to the Republican nomination. We fight like hell.
Tomorrow's contest will award more than a third of delegates in the race, meaning former President Trump can all but lock up the nomination if he gets a big night. He's already looking ahead to a rematch with current President Biden in November. Now, Trump says Biden is trying to use the courts to beat him, but says that has backfired and has actually made Trump more popular.
Well, thank you very much.
Former President Donald Trump is praising the Supreme Court for its unanimous decision to restore his name to all 2024 presidential primary ballots.
I think it will go a long way toward bringing our country together.
Voters in Colorado had tried to remove Trump from their state's ballot. They argued an insurrection clause in the Constitution's 14th Amendment disqualified him from holding office because of his attempts to undo his 2020 election loss, culminating in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. But Monday, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled only Congress can decide how and when this constitutional provision is implemented.
And the rationale here really is we don't want states to be able to do this. You heard the justices coalesce around the idea that we're very worried states could do it alone, create this kind of patchwork when it comes to federal elections.
Today's decision leaves open the possibility that Congress could refuse to certify the election of a candidate who participated in insurrection. The court also sidestepped the issue of insurrection altogether.
The Supreme Court's decision today did not exonerate him. They did not say that January 6th wasn't an insurrection, and they did not say that he didn't engage in insurrection.
The Supreme Court has agreed to weigh in on whether Trump can be tried criminally for his actions on January 6th. Next month, the court will hear arguments about whether Trump is entitled to broad immunity from prosecution from acts allegedly committed while in office. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
Following the Supreme Court's ruling, Maine withdrew its Trump ballot ban, also based on a violation of the Constitution's 14th Amendment. If you shop at Trader Joe's, make sure to check your dumplings. The company is recalling more than 61,000 pounds of their chicken soup dumplings.
Update your bathroom this spring with a beautiful new walk-in shower or walk-in bathtub from Mad City Baths. Mad City is Wisconsin's trusted bathroom remodeler with installations in as little as 1 day. We're also your local provider for replacement windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Call now during our Spring into Savings event. Receive $1,000 off a new bath or shower with 48 months, 0% interest, senior military discounts, and you'll receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your estimate. Plus a bonus. The first 50 homeowners who call during this program will receive a vacation voucher with bath or shower purchase. You can use it for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, in western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. That's 715-941-1303.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Schwebel, Getz & Sieben today.
I fully realized how much I was trusting Schwebel, Getz & Sieben, and that just grew. I knew they were gonna take care of me. I was in their hands and it felt good there.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients. Schwebel, Getz & Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
I absolutely did pick the right law firm.
Trader Joe's has recalled more than 61,000 pounds of its chicken soup dumplings because of possible plastic contamination. The manufacturer says it received complaints that people found hard plastic from a permanent marker inside the food. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is urging people to throw away or return the item. The agency has not received any reports of illness or injuries. The European Union has fined Apple $2 billion for violating its competition laws. It's the bloc's first ever antitrust penalty against the U.S. tech giant. Spotify claimed Apple required it and other music streaming services to pay a 30% fee on purchases made through Apple's in-app payment system. And the companies were prevented from sharing information about subscription deals with customers who use iPhones. Apple responded saying the EU didn't uncover any credible evidence of consumer harm, and it said app developers compete on a level playing field on its App Store. Apple plans to appeal that fine. And JetBlue Airways pulled out of its deal to purchase Spirit Airlines today. The decision comes in the wake of a federal court ruling blocking the deal from taking place on antitrust grounds. The Justice Department had argued airfares could go up if Spirit was no longer an independent airline. The companies had appealed the judge's ruling blocking the deal, but today both issued statements saying they wouldn't be able to overcome the legal obstacles to complete the merger. As part of its decision to end the deal, JetBlue agreed to pay Spirit $69 million. Man's best friend just got a new job at a California fire department. The canine is trained to help firefighters when they're under extreme stress.
And although we've seen temperatures drop a little bit last week, we're going to go once again right above average for the rest of this week into even the next weekend as temperatures continue to get back into the 50s. I'll time that out. And also when we'll see our next chance of rain or snow coming later this week, that all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Are you tired of climbing in and out of that old bathtub? Then take the step towards safer bathing with an easy access walk-in shower or walk-in bathtub from Mad City Baths, expertly installed in as little as 1 day. Plus, with Mad City's Price Lock Guarantee, receive a free design consultation and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Plus, now's the best time to call during our Spring into Savings event. Receive $1,000 off a new bath or shower with 48 months, 0% interest, senior military discounts, plus receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. And the bonus, the first 50 homeowners who call during this program will receive a vacation voucher with bath or shower purchase from Mad City. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, in western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. That's 715-941-1303.
Are you ready to get more from your checking account? Ultra's A-plus accounts are built with more in mind. More ways to stay connected to your finances with online and mobile banking. More secure ways to pay with contactless debit cards and mobile wallet, so you can make purchases without slowing down. More money in your pocket with better rates, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees. Open your account online and start getting more from your checking account. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Getting up to 5% back is easy at Fleet Farm. Fleet Rewards members can earn up to 5% back on every purchase, in-store and online. The earnings stack up automatically. The more you buy, the more you earn. No rebates, no coupons, no hassles. And Fleet Rewards membership is easy, so sign up now and start earning up to 5% back on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm. Some exclusions apply.
The Glendale, California Fire Department's newest member stands on 4 legs and is man's best friend, but he's not your typical firefighter dog. Instead, Cooper, the Golden Doodle, helps first responders after they fight fires, respond to accidents, or make medical calls. The Wellness Canine's territory is the mental health and well-being for his fire department colleagues.
Cooper can break down barriers that a human being can't. We want to make sure everyone in our department is completely mentally whole at the end of every shift, and Cooper does a great job at making sure that we have that when we have critical incidents.
The canine is currently being trained to detect the hormone cortisol that people emit when under extreme stress. Cooper and his handler also do outreach in the community, bringing smiles and comfort to survivors of traumatic incidents. Well, temperatures around the 40 mark with the precipitation in the area. A little bit more to come this evening for some of our southern regions, and Greg's tracking some potential for later in the week as well. Let's get the latest.
Yeah, we definitely do. And actually, you know, we were 40. That's not far from the average today. So this afternoon kind of felt more like temperature-wise where we should be. Really, we're seeing just one really main line of showers, even a thunderstorm getting just south of Viroqua coming up. This really is the main line that begins to shift east. So La Crosse is kind of on the backside of us now. Eau Claire, hit and miss. You'll see a little bit of hit and miss, maybe shower or snow shower behind this line, but everything associated with that. Once you get on the other side, it's pretty much done for precipitation as that pushes east. Overall temperature is still steady in the upper 30s. Kind of timing that out, you can see by 9 p.m., all of it's pretty much east of Sparta, Vokesfield, and even Boscobel. And then later on, 10, 11, far southwest Wisconsin, we'll see that ending. Cloud cover will begin to break up towards the north. It'll take a little bit more time, potentially for southern areas towards tomorrow's morning, but really the morning commute should be dry. Overall, as we break down the rest of this week, we got 40s and 50s Tuesday, Wednesday. Our average should be around the upper 30s to near 40. Warmer Thursday, maybe some 60s depending on how cloud cover works out. And then we do drop back to more average or seasonal Friday behind the system. 40s for the weekend. But if you like the 60s, it looks like they're coming back next week, as everything indicates we should be back into the 60s. Precipitation, once we get past this, dry through Thursday. We have another system that'll be approaching from the south. Looks wet right now. Things could change a little bit, and we have the potential there for snow, especially towards the end of the event. Not any accumulation right now to be expected, but we will see that change over. Then the weekend looks dry. Overall tomorrow, plenty of sun. We might have some morning low clouds to the southern areas, but otherwise everyone will see plenty of sun towards noon, around 40, and then in the afternoon we should climb back up into the upper 40s to low 50s in most of the areas under a general light northeast wind. So not much really cool air behind this system. And as we go through Wednesday night, clearing skies. So as you wake up Wednesday morning, you'll be back in the 20s, and then by the afternoon hour, a little bit more cloud cover and a little bit more wind to go with it Wednesday, but still plenty of sunshine. We should get back at least into maybe the mid 50s for a lot of areas. And then that system, it's lifting from the south. So ahead of it, we should get fairly warm Thursday, and it's going to be Thursday night when the rain should start spreading across the area. Farther south you go, the better chance you're going to see it. Farther north, probably less. This will continue on through Friday. Friday could be one of those days that we saw this afternoon. On and off showers, could be even snow showers to the north. Kind of a dreary Friday, and as we go through Friday night, that's when the potential is that we might see a change over to snow. But if you notice, these temperatures still in the mid-30s, so accumulation would be expected, but maybe going Friday night into Saturday would be an area to watch for maybe some potential impacts. But by the time we get to Saturday, everything clears out, pushes to the east, we get to some breezy conditions, but dry for the weekend. So that's the next system that we're watching. We'll get more details as we get closer to that event. Overall for tonight, once the rain ends, clearing skies to the north, more clouds to the south, but we should be in the low 20s to the north, potentially in the low 30s all the way towards Prairie du Chien. For tomorrow, morning clouds, but otherwise we should see temperatures get back in the upper 40s to near 50 for most areas under plenty of sunshine in the afternoon with a light northeast wind. And then as conditions go on for the rest of the week, we're looking at rain coming back after a couple dry days, potentially Thursday night, lasting through Friday night, and then breezy conditions. And then the weekend looks dry as we lose that hour that Ken really likes, that hour of sleep he's going to lose. We're going to have the 50s and potential 60s coming back next week. So minus the hour this weekend, it looks like a dry weekend again.
All right. Looks good. Thanks, Greg. Yep. Coming up next in sports, a big week with big games, and it's nothing new for Aquinas Blue Golds. Hear how the team's playoff experience in other sports is helping them during this basketball run. Cade is next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Are you ready for a bathroom update but not sure where to start? With Mad City Baths, we'll take the time to address your needs and design your perfect bath or shower with modern wall colors and patterns and surfaces infused with Microban for easy cleaning. Avoid a lengthy renovation with installation in as little as 1 day, but time is running out to call during our Spring into Savings event. Receive $1,000 off a new bath or shower with 48 months, 0% interest, senior military discounts, plus receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. And last chance during this program to call for the bonus. The first 50 homeowners who call now will receive a vacation voucher with bath or shower purchase. Use it for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, in western Wisconsin, call 715-941-1303. That's 715-941-1303.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
What? What's that? Corned beef? Ooh, melty stuff. Sauerkraut? Plus Thousand Island? On special bread? Oh, got it. That's Arby's Reuben. Arby's, we have the meat.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
The WIAA Winter Sports postseason is heating up. Over the weekend, we saw the West Salem girls basketball team advance to state for the second straight year. And we saw 5 of our Wisconsin boys teams advance into sectional play, including the Aquinas Blue Golds, who are eyeing a trip to the state tournament for the first time since 2016. Aquinas picked up a big win over the weekend, taking down the defending state champions in Luther to secure a regional title, which seems to happen a lot for the Blue Golds. On this basketball team alone, they've got guys who have won a state championship in football, played in a state championship in baseball, made it to state in soccer, and ran at state in cross country. They've got guys on their team that knows what it takes to play in these big games, and it's giving the team a lot of confidence.
I think the experience from having to perform in big moments, even if it is a different sport, it's a different type of pressure that someone who hasn't maybe been to a state championship in a different sport wouldn't have. So I think that's a huge advantage for us to play to.
Skemp also told me that the Kohl Center is the goal, but you can't eat the elephant all at once. They're going to take it piece by piece, and for them, that's getting a win over top seed Durant, Arkansas on Thursday. 4 other games on Thursday. Location still up in the air, but in Division II, West Salem will take on Fox Valley Lutheran. In Division III, GET will face Elk Mound, who they lost to in overtime earlier this year. In 2 Division V games, Royal will face Columbus Catholic, and Cashton takes on Potosi. Big night tonight in the NBA. The Bucks putting their 5-game win streak on the line as they host the LA Clippers. Milwaukee has looked like a different team coming out of the All-Star break, really picking up the intensity on the defensive end, holding their opponents to just 97 points per game during the win streak. Giannis is ruled out tonight, but the Bucks had all weekend to rest, while the Clippers are on the second half of a back-to-back as they beat the Timberwolves yesterday. Tip-off set for 7 p.m. Speaking of the Timberwolves, they're also playing for a second straight night as they host the Portland Trail Blazers. Minnesota currently tied for second place in the Western Conference, and a win over the Trail Blazers would put them in a tie for first. This one also set to tip at 7. All of the highlights later tonight. We'll have another check with your forecast when we come back.
Telling the stories of our community. We're always on and where you can find us. News 8 Now. Expect more.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Ever wonder why most window replacements fail? It's the installation process. Hi, I'm Steve from ClearChoice. Many companies rush through installations using the caulk and walk methods. They pop the old windows out, slap the new ones in, add a few screws and smears of caulk, then hurry on to the next job. Your window ends up barely hanging on. At ClearChoice, our Weather Guardian installation process ensures your windows are secure and airtight. Don't compromise on quality. Choose ClearChoice Window and Home Solutions for windows that stand the test of time.
There's been more than a few changes over the years. But if there's one thing that hasn't changed, it's our commitment. 70 years and counting. Thanks for watching.
All right, we still got that line of mainly rain, but there is some pockets of snow potentially in some of the colder areas up to the north, but it shouldn't amount to too much on roads. But once we get about 10, we should start seeing the entire area push east of the area. And then we'll start seeing clearing skies overnight. And as you go through tomorrow morning, we generally should see clear skies in the 20s. And then the rest of the week until Friday is dry with the 50s coming back.
Looking good. Yeah. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6, everybody. Hope to see you again at 10.